to my channel. If you are new, bienvenido. My name is Alicia, and today's video I am going to be doing a Smartdoll haul. And the reason why I'm going to be doing this video is because I have got two different types of dolls starting from 2019 to last year's 2020. And I did mention about like I was gonna do some hauls, I was gonna do some makeup tutorials and some hair tutorials as well. But for starters, I am going to do the Smartdoll hauls because I am a big fan of Danny Choo, and the first time I met him was at the Anime Fest in 2019 of November when I was with my sibling and his friend at the time. And at first I was like, I didn't know anything about it, but I remember visiting the website, and I must say I was just ecstatic when I actually saw his dolls, the merchandise. And his name is Danny Choo. I think I said it already, but when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. And seeing them right there in front of me, it was just like, I must have it. But the sizes, it is like from the shoulders to your arm to the hand right here. So it's basically, they say that the size is like around 2.5 inches tall, but I hear now that they're making it like a lot taller. Like they're doing it the Smartdoll Plus. It's like basically almost a toddler size. But yes, anyway, I am gonna do a Smartdoll haul starting right now. May I introduce to my Cortex Oceana. I first got her on New Year's Eve of 2019, and yeah, I know she has tape on because I was using her the most, and oh my gosh, her arms are completely damaged because I took her out too many times and taking her a lot of pictures. And about this Cortex body of her, she was my very first Smartdoll to own because I had to read about how to own her, how do you call this? Like, if I'm gonna be the first owner to own a Smartdoll, I had to like start off with a Cortex body because they are very sturdy, and you want to get to know them a little more and start off with some poses because there are vinyl and Cortex. Because I had to start off by looking at Danny Choo's video, like the differences between Cortex and vinyl bodies, because the Cortex is a lot harder, as you can see, but when it comes to like posing them, it's just so different because you can't do like these cute little like significant poses as a vinyl one. And yeah, her arms are completely messed up because I was doing like massive arm poses with her and trying to make her look like the vinyl poses. But what she's wearing right now is a piece of fabric from my Fashion Nova piece because I had a sweater that I ordered like 5 years ago, and it was supposed to be an off-the-shoulder sweater, but the design of it was completely awkward when I first tried it. So I figured the how do you call this, like the way how it would fit me, it was just awkward. It's not because like how it was like designed awkwardly for me, but it was because like it didn't look exactly like how it was gonna fit me, like how it fit on the model. So I figured, screw it, let me just like cut it into like a sweater dress so I could design it for Oceana. And I have the clothes in here because I'm about to switch into my next doll that I have last year, is my vinyl Liberty. And right here, she's my first vinyl girl, and what I fell in love with her was the upgrade of her patches. There's like a serious skin condition that everyone was going through, especially Danny went through himself, that he said. And at first, she didn't have this. When I first saw her, she didn't have all this. So last year I didn't see her with this, but then as the years were going by, he did an upgrade saying that he's gonna launch her. So I was like, I'm gonna wait until she is launched with this magnificent look. And I fell in love with her because of her eyes, and this came out beautifully on her. And yes, she's wearing the same fabric, the Fashion Nova fabric sweater that I cut off So they're all wearing, these two are wearing the same fabrics. I just made them differently because what I love about Liberty is that she's exposing her patches. So I figure, you know, everyone has different skin conditions, which I do respect. They could expose it because this is the real them. This is their inner beauty. And what I loved about her is that she's a vinyl and she could do massive poses, and I can even do this to her, like her head. And I just fell in love with her right away. Oh my gosh. But like, as you can see, the difference is like she's vinyl, Liberty is vinyl, and Oceana is a cortex. And what's so interesting is that the cortex body of Oceana, like, she's taller than the vinyl. And look at the feet. Look at Liberty's feet. Liberty's feet is smaller than Oceana's feet. And I was like noticing the differences from there. And each of them, they had their own boxes because that's what they came with. Because Liberty, I didn't have any clothes for her. So she came with the stand, she came with the buff, and she had like the sports bra and the underwear. But Oceana, she came with, I got her clothes because I brought her the underwear. Not the underwear, the sweater dress, which I'm gonna move her and go into this box. In this box, this is where I keep all of the clothes. Yes, and this is cute because this came with a stand when I got Liberty. And these boots, I got it from the Muay Time, an SD. And these boots cost me like, I just say like $45, but they are cute. And I want to buy more of these. And these are the black leather. They fit wondrous. They can fit like any size, either if you have a cortex or a vinyl. But I was recommended saying that if I brought the high heeled arch feet like this, because right now all my Smartdolls, they got flat feet, but they fit wondrous in here. So this is when I first got Oceana. This is her outfit, her sweater dress that came with the socks. I'm gonna come take out. Cute little bag. This is her socks, and what came is the dress. Because it looked really cute. Because I figured, like, you know, it looks more like she can wear this when she's indoors. And this is her bra that came with it, because it would look kind of weird if she had the bra on with it. But as you notice that her and Liberty, they're wearing the necklace as much as I am too. They got matching lockets, and I'm wearing the locket as well. But onwards to all of the outfits. So this is Oceana's, and also Liberty's, because they're gonna learn to share. So next, the more I have here is what I made throughout the pandemic last year, because these pieces were from more of the shirts. This came from a two-top shirt that I had. So I made 2 sets of the two-top G-net shirt. I made it to a dress, and I made a 2-piece, more like a beachy style, summery kind of outfit. I'm not sure if you all see it in my Outfit Infinity page, that Oceana wore it the most, because I only had her throughout the pandemic until Liberty came. But now that Liberty's here, I'm gonna have her wear it. And this is actually rhinestones because I had an old necklace, and I figured, let me just put it on. And it came out really beautifully. But what I do want to learn is to make the gladiator sandals that I saw from the Doll Fairy. Yeah, the Doll Fairy that I followed on her page on IG. And these are the spare rhinestones that I'm going to do more because I have more of the fabrics in here. And I have the handkerchief to go with the 2-piece. It could be both of them, so I like to put it in the center. If it could go for either both of them. This is the string like the wrist string. I like to either put them in the center as well for both of them as well. That can go with. But there's more. And these are the socks for the red outfits, but I want to make more of it. I have more of the fabrics. I just gotta make more of that. It's a whole bunch. I made a lot throughout the whole pandemic. This one was a mission to work with because these were like a piece of my old jeans that I cut off. So I cut off like the back piece of my jeans. I made the sleeves for the dress, and this whole piece was the leg, and I made it like very tight. So I figured this is gonna be for Oceana or for Liberty, which I recommend this is for Liberty the most because she's very like slim more, because Oceana's like kind of a little wide, no offense. But the thing is that this is kind of like this material is very dark, and Oceana is a tea color. I haven't even got to the part about the skin color. So Danny said something about like, you know, when it comes to skin colors, he likes to call them like beverages color. So Oceana is a tea and Liberty is cocoa. And I kind of like that, how the way he calls them that, like, you know, instead of, you know, being all very racist and stuff. So I like the fact that, you know, say that I'm tea and I have a friend of mine who's a cinnamon. So it's basically like you're a little bit white, but you got like a little hint of tea in it. So you're basically cinnamon. And he once had more of the dolls who are milk, like they're completely white, but he discontinued them. But there's a page I'm going to link. I'm going to put the link into my description so you can see what it's all about. Or you can follow him on his IG so you can see what he's all about, and you could be very interested in buying his dolls. And yeah, because right here, this material here is not good for Oceana because it can leave a stain. And I can give you like Daddy Choo also has like a website about the fabrics, like certain fabrics that can like mess up the doll's surfaces. And yeah, he can give you like more information because this is all from him because he designed all of this. The shoes, these came from Esty, but what's amazing is that his father, Jimmy Choo, also designed the shoes for the dolls, which is incredible. And I made another one, a sweater dress for one of the girls, for Liberty or Oceana, but I want to make more. I want to make more of it. It's the same thing as the jean ones, but this is a sweater type. I need more thread, I got more needles, I just need more thread. But I got a lot of fabric. And yeah, this side is where I keep the clothes on. I'm just gonna put this nicely back. Put it all back neatly as I possibly can. And then this bag I'm going to show you is where I keep Oceana's hand gesture, because she only has hand gestures. Because that's like I got her hand gestures and the dress. The hand gesture and the dress is what I only have, and yet the bag's really crinkly because I was using a lot of it. So this is her hand gestures. The pack too. There's a lot of pack. Like each of the dolls, if you get the doll, you can have like there's like four of them. There's 1, 2 to 4. This is the second one I have, and I find this very cute because in here I have all of my old press-ons from Kiss, best brand ever. That way you don't have to go to the nail salon. So whatever I have like spare nails, I like to put them on the hands. So that way she looks very flashy on them. And I like to use one of my little trinkets, like my empty perfume bottles, so she can look stylish with the nails. I like to put them on my Instagram. And this is like where her information is on Oceana, because this is Oceana stuff, like who made her, who modeled her. I know it's supposed to be inside, but I like to like keep it in there. And now we're gonna go into the next box where the girls are sitting at. So what I got in here in the next box is where I keep the stands, the wigs, and the surface buffer. I got here is Oceana's wig. Her net is missing. That was my fault. I got Liberty's wig case, and I got each of their cleaning surfaces buffers in here. I'll show you the differences of it. Their stands, and one in the large stand right here. So I don't know. So let me move this aside. So here is the buffer. So each of them have their own buffer because since Liberty is the Coco, she got her own because she's a vinyl doll. So say that she has like a little scratch on the surface, I have to like slowly like clean her off from there and then give like a little boop, 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 clean. But right now she's in good condition. I took her out like one time in the city, if you saw my last post. And then when it comes to Oceana, she's got she can get like little scratches, and that's when I use her buffer. And she's got the buffer and then the sandpaper, and I do like a little light and then shave it off because she's got like that matted surface. Oh my goodness. And each of them has their wig. Like this is Oceana's wig and this is Liberty's wig. And then their stands are completely different because Liberty's stand is completely short than Oceana's. Because Oceana is completely tall because of her cortex body, and Liberty is very short because of her vinyl body. And this gigantic acrylic stand, that's when I want to make them like super posy, but I want to get another one. Later in the future, I want to get another acrylic stand because this one is Oceana, so I was thinking of getting another for Liberty. So the difference is that the feature I want to do is Oceana, because since she's a cortex and there's no more I think they have a cortex kit, but you have to rebuild it. And maybe I do want to like get the kit in order to fix her arms, because I don't like to see this here a lot often with the tape, because I damaged her way too much for taking a lot of pictures and taking her out so many times. I would love to go get her another wig, but I'll have to travel all the way to Japan to get that, because this is like the only hairstyle that will keep her hair in place, because my little cousins and my sister, they play with her so many times, and there's a moment that her hair comes off, or there's a moment that they'll like play with her so much that the hair will they accidentally yank it off, and I'm like, no. So I did this the braid type of thing. I don't know the style of the braid, but it holds in place. I was like, yes, so stay in place. And I want to get Oceana a new bust, the vinyl bust, so she can do exactly like Liberty can do. But yes, I'm just I was like hyped when I first got Oceana the most. I was oh my gosh, it's so funny. I was making fun of they're not your babies, they're not real babies, I'm treating them like they're real. But I just fell in love with them. Everybody worldwide of all ages got the dolls, and they got a lot of them. I remember one owner has almost 20 of them. All 20 of them. Almost had the whole collection of the dolls before they went discontinued. And they got the doll when it hasn't been launched. I met a lot of people the day of the anime con before the pandemic happened, and it still keeps going. But yes, I am just so hyped about these dolls. But in the future, I might go for the next one. Maybe there's gonna be a third in the future. So that means I gotta make more of these little lockets. And the lockets I got are from Michaels. I fell in love with it, but the chain, these chains are from Michaels. The cute little lockets are from Michaels. The sweater, it was from Fashion Nova that I thought I was gonna fit into. I tried it once, but the shape of it was so completely off that I was like, no, not for me. I'm not gonna look all awkward in it. So I cut it into pieces to make it look like this. And yeah, that was wonderful in it. I just cannot wait in the future. But I am gonna get another pair of boots for the girl from Oceana. No, Oceana has her own pair, so I'm gonna get another pair for Liberty the most, so I can take both of them out. But when the season comes, when the spring season comes, I can take them out, because right now in the winter it's not good because Liberty's a vinyl and she she can freeze and she can break. So I cannot risk it because these dolls, they're not cheap. They're not American made. These are Japanese made, and they cost like around 400 to 500. Yeah, because Oceana costs like around 400, and now Liberty is 500 because of the vinyl. So these girls gotta be treated like they're babies. And I treat them like that. And whenever I'm gonna go out doing some errands, they have to stay behind. And whenever I feel lonely, and whenever I feel like I want a companion, I take either one of them. But whenever I'm about to go out with, like, you know, my boyfriend, or there's a family trip, there's gonna be a lot of people, they have to stay behind. And right now they're gonna be hibernating until the springtime. That is it for today's video of my Smartdoll hauls. And yes, they are saying goodbyes because they are gonna hit the road and look all stylish with their outfits. But there is gonna be videos of them not wearing these again, because I'm gonna make them more spring outfits to summer outfits, because these are actually, the fabrics they're wearing are actually Fashion Nova outfits, because I kind of snip snapped everything. But I'm really happy about what I got them. And yeah, I may be in my 20s and I'm a big girl. I met everybody all around the world with these dolls. I met one who owns a doll and owns, like, I said like around 20, but like I met one who owns like a doll that has like big busts, and he goes out with them with pride. I was like, you go, boy. But yes, I am like hype about it. But Danny Choo and Jimmy Choo, they are excellent with their dolls and their masterpieces. I am like ecstatic that I got to see them. Well, I never met his dad, but I heard about his footwear work, like the shoes and stuff. I hear they're expensive, but hey, you gotta have the money for it, right? But it's awesome. Like when I first got Oceana and I did her and I did the selfie, like the Smartdoll selfie, and when he saw it and I got like his friend request with it, I was over the edge. I was like, no way. No way. I actually got his friend request. He liked my selfie with Oceana. Whatever pic I do with her, I was like, he's liking it. But yes, I am just like overjoyed. But I'm gonna leave a link of the Smartdoll page, because I'm pretty sure you're all gonna be interested of wanting to get one, or maybe 2, 3, 300. But yes, you all gonna be interested of it. And if you do like his page, you will get to learn information about getting the doll, putting it on your Instagram, and then maybe in the future you might get cool things from him. You never know. You never know, guys. You never know. Because I would totally love to go to Japan one day. It's gonna be a mission to get a passport though, because I would love to see him in person, or maybe in the future if the pandemic slows down and if he comes back for another anime fest. I'd be in a whole other world, and I don't know what to say. Like, it's like incredible. Like, I didn't even know who he was like last 2 years in 2019, and to see him with his dolls, to see everybody else with their dolls, I was like, I want one. And now look at it, I want two. But yes, guys, I'm going to end this video, and my Smartdolls are saying their goodbyes.